added incentive to go 2-1 against this team instead of going 1-2.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Green outside at 3 with Morris at the 4. Dragic is out there with Thomas. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is Morris. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. All sorts of time, and it's Plumlee that time on the assist from Green.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field. You look at the Morris twins out there, Markieff and Marcus, and defensively, you've got to check those jersey numbers just to make sure you know who you're guarding.
You can now be seated.
Dragic with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one's on Evans. The Suns shooting their first free throws of the evening. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second.
It wasn't too long ago that the Suns were selling first-round picks. Now the complete opposite. Stacking up draft picks as they look to go young and rebuild this club.
He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
Phoenix with the ball. Following the score by New Orleans. Just 4 to shoot. Thomas goes in. Carter with the block. There's the dish to Davis. Here's Hasek, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really... really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Morris kicks to Plumlee. Morris dishes to Thomas. Outside Dragic. The shot no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And the push for new talent in Phoenix really seen from top to bottom. New GM, first-time head coach, and Jeff Hornacek.
Yeah, and they did an outstanding job. They're pushing to create a very positive culture. They're really giving everybody an opportunity to show what they can do. Thus far, the results very impressive.
The Suns trailing. Thomas with the ball, averaging 13 points a contest. Fires for 3. Here's Plumlee. Pelicans pull it in. Asek's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And it's Gordon penetrating. Carter against Thomas. The shot's good from Carter. Carter's got his second basket.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
Now here's Dragic after Eric Gordon's miss. Here's Morris, and Asek sends it back. Wow! And the basket by Gordon.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Here's Dragic, finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Some changes for New Orleans. Anderson, he's checked in for Asek. Jeff Taylor comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Holiday in for Gordon. And the Suns here with a different look. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Plumlee. Morris comes in for Markieff Morris. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. And it's Ennis in for Isaiah Thomas. In low to Davis. It's stolen by Morris. Tucker the pass to Tolliver. Tucker dishes to Ennis. From the top of the key. Oh, that's blocked. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Ennis has got his first bucket in this one. And Holiday kicks to Carter. Inside. And there's Ryan Anderson on the assist by Carter. Carter's got 4 assists in the game. The Suns have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Dragic, the little runner inside. Dragic has got his second basket of the night.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
Now, here is Morris. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Back to Dragic. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Tolliver. The layup off target. And now the Pelicans on the break. Carter leading the charge. Anderson a screen on Dragic. Carter with the 3. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Oh, what a 3 at the horn. And end the quarter on a high note. What a big shot.
I'll say that'll put a little bounce in their step coming back out of this break.
And the first quarter is in the books. Substitution here for New Orleans. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Usher. Evans comes in for Taylor. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Jimmer Fredette. And it's Carter in for Drew Holiday. Evans and Anderson, the forwards. Get out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Davis in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
I'd love to see them impose their will a little bit more on the backboard. Usually that's a great way to take control of a game.
Well, they haven't been able to do that yet, but it's something they're certainly capable of.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Thanks, guys. The kid in their last game against the Grizzlies was just a man on a mission. He ended with 32 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
55 seconds left in the first half. Thomas passes to Morris. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Carter dishes to Davis. Evans right side. Davis kicks to Carter. Back to Davis. Got a piece of it. Plumlee with the steal. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dragic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot in this quarter. It's not an accident. They've been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's been very intentional. I mean, they've picked up the aggression, and it could get him out of this hole.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So it's the Pelicans now. They lead by 4. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And to do it on the road, too. I mean, with the way they just kept coming at him and coming at him, they kept that crowd out of the game the entire time. That's good work.
Puts up a prayer. Can't get it to go. And that concludes.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay it.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
And on the floor for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. Inside, it's Morris and Plumlee. Dragic is out there with Thomas. And it's Green in at the 3. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Here's Dragic. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Well, Goran Dragic is one of those interesting character studies. Off the court, he's very humble and quiet and laid back. But I'll tell you what, when he gets on the court, he plays with an aggression and a fire at both ends of the floor.
Thomas passes to Dragic. Back to Thomas. Asik comes up with the rebound. Asik's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now a 9-point Pelican lead.
So hard to try to play defense with the height and mismatch out there that's on the perimeter, and they gave up the three-pointer.
Plumlee with it. Working on Asik. Plumlee, no luck.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
No good off the front iron.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
They kick it out to Green. To the inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Miles Plumlee, Steve, buried on the bench in his rookie season with Indiana. But the Suns saw something in him, and they would not sign off on the Luis Scola trade without Plumlee coming back in the deal.
Well, it was a good move on their part. Plumlee stepped into their starting center position, played very well, and has a bright future, really, in Phoenix because he fits right into what they're trying to do.
The Suns making a switch here. Tucker's checked in.
And the Suns' top draft pick, Alex Len, dealt with ankle issues last season. That being the case, how big was Plumlee for them? I mean, he's a big-time glass eater and above-the-rim finisher to help force the D to collapse. He's a guy that I think has tremendous upside and is extremely athletic for a front-line player.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Miles Plumlee. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Carter. 12 points for Eric Gordon.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession. And Plumlee still working to expand his skill set, but you don't find many 7-footers who can uncork a 40-inch vertical leap. I mean, his athleticism sets him apart.
Jeff Taylor, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Omer Asik on a new team, but he's made an impression with his former squads. Jeremy Lin called him, quote, an incredible defender and a game changer. Kevin McHale said he's a big-time player in the middle. And remember, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau raved about his intelligence, relentless drive, and willingness to play for the team.